It's Realtor Wars. I know you guys love drama. I know you love a story, and I'm gonna give it to you today. I promised this a while ago. I had a little dust up with a buyer's agent on my on a listing, and so here's the story. Here's the scoop. You know, we're all practicing. We're doing things differently sometimes. Sometimes we're not doing things differently because we are licensed and there's a certain way to do things. Now, of course, I think I'm doing things the right way, but I'll let you be the judge on this, and you tell me what you think about this situation. So, you know, sellers, when they sell their home, people are coming into their home. In our contract with the seller, they actually sign off that it's okay for appraisers and inspectors to be in the home and to access the home because they need to do that as part of the deal. But never, like there's not even a place in the contract, never is there a spot where buyers would be in a seller's home without a licensed broker. And so I had this situation where the buyer's agent was planning to send his buyers over with the inspector. And I was like, I don't think that's okay. Like, you know, just like for showings, you know, you wouldn't give your buyers the access code to the house and then let them tour themselves around. Like, that's not okay. They're supposed to be there with a licensed broker. And, you know, we have insurance for that. The inspectors and appraisers have insurance. But if something happens with a buyer at a seller's home, I think the seller would be on the hook for making some sort of insurance claim. And also, you know, there's always horror stories everywhere about things. I heard from a realtor colleague that, you know, they had buyers in a seller's home, something got broken or something happened, and it was just became a he said, she said kind of situation where they were arguing back and forth, and, you know, the seller ended up with whatever thing broken and just had to fix it and move on with their lives. So anyway, the buyer's agent was not happy with me. He thought I was being ridiculous. He thought that, you know, attending an inspection is not a great use of his time, but his buyers wanted to be there. And so he ended up having to rearrange his whole schedule to, you know, be with his buyers at the house, because I did ask the seller, ultimately it's up to the seller who's allowed in the house. And the seller said, no, if the buyers are going to be there, they need to be there with a licensed broker. So, so the poor guy had to rearrange his schedule. But what do you think? You know, if you're a seller, would you be comfortable letting buyers in with the inspector and not their broker? Let me know what you think.